guys, it's Jean from Fit After 50, the hottest revolution for boomers. Welcome to Fit Friday. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that I found to be one of the most important keys to success when it comes to fitness, and that's consistency. Consistency. Sounds simple, right? Not so simple for me anyway. About a year ago, I want to share this story with you. About a year ago, I decided to start walking. I realized that I needed to do something. I was coming home from the office and I didn't feel like doing anything except just vegging in front of the television. And I thought, is this what getting old feels like? Because I'm not that old. So I started to take stock of what had happened, and I remembered that 20 years ago, I had gotten a job where I sit down most of the day, and that's just the nature of the beast, right? So what can you do about that, right? So I had decided that it was time to do something. I remembered way back then, for the first 2 weeks when I was on the job, and I was a lot younger back then, that my lower back had hurt, and I thought, gosh, can I not even sit here and do a job? But after a while, my body got used to it. And then it got so used to it that 15, 20 years later, I found that when I stood up for short periods of time, that same part of my lower back hurt. And that wasn't normal. That wasn't normal. So I knew I needed to do something, but I kind of just, decided, well, I just won't stand up for long periods of time. And I kind of gotten into, sort of a, I guess you would say I sort of took the easy way out. I sort of, listened to my body instead of trying to keep it in good shape or get it back into good shape. And so last year I decided I was going to make a change. And one of the things I thought about was how in the past I had joined gyms. I had, paid for gym memberships, signed on the dotted line, contracts and everything, paid month by month, and very seldom showed up. Oh yeah, in the beginning I would. I'd go, a couple times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. But then after about a month or so, I just stopped. And the same thing happened when I started to, eat right or start on a diet or something like that. For a while it was great and I was excited about it. But after a while I stopped. And I realized that I was expecting results pretty quickly. When I didn't see those results, I gave up. I have to admit. And I know today that I talk about no excuses for anything, right? But back then it was easy to give up. And I'm going to tell you, last year I may have given up as well, except for one thing. And that was that I chose to be consistent. So I want to encourage you in your fitness journey to be consistent. Whether you're seeing results at the beginning or not, if you consistently work out, if you consistently eat the right things, you're going to see results, guaranteed. Okay, so what I did was I started walking. But I knew that, just knowing myself, that I might give up if I didn't have somebody to be accountable to. So I started the Fit After 50 walks on meetup.com because I thought if I have people with me and they're expecting me to show up, I've got to show up. So these walks are at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. So again, I needed to have people that were counting on me so I could consistently show up for them and for myself. So that's what happened. It's almost a year later, and we have 2 walks each week that I make sure that I make because people are there and they're counting on me. And now it's so funny because after a while you'll find these things that you dread, these things that you know you should do, but they're not easy and you don't want to do them and you just want to roll back over and hit the snooze. But you don't, because people are counting on you and you're counting on yourself. And when you're consistent about it, it makes a big difference. And you'll find that eventually you'll turn that corner, and when 6 o'clock rolls around and you have a 6:30 walk, you'll jump out of bed because you're looking forward to it. I know, it doesn't even make sense, but it happened. And I'm excited about it. And I love to meet up with my walkers and go for walks. So look on meetup.com and find us if you're in or near Burlington, and come walk with us sometime. Fit After 50 walk. That's what you need to look for. Okay, so consistency. What happens when it rains? Here's what happens when it rains. I take my hat. Ah. This is a hat that I got at the Denver Zoo, and it's not the newest thing in the world. It doesn't look the best, but hey, it keeps the rain off my head, right? And you do what you have to whenever you're consistently walking or consistently working out or consistently eating the right things, right? Do I have a donut every once in a while? Of course I do. I'm human, right? And I'm going to do that. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. But I'm not going to have a donut every day, all right? Do I ever skip the gym? Of course I do. I'm human, and so are you. But don't beat yourself up about it. Just get back on the next day, all right? So the key to really finding success in a fitness plan is consistency. If you'll remember that little word consistency, if you'll just do it day by day and not think, oh my gosh, I've got to do this for the rest of my life, or oh my goodness, I got to get up again on Monday morning and go for a walk outside, even when it's dark. Just do it. Be consistent. Do it for at least a year. Then come back and assess what you've done, and I bet you'll find that you're a lot more fit than you were a year ago. This is Jean at Fit After 50. www.fitafter50therevolution.com. Meet me there.